Okay, so now, after just a few counterclockwise turns, it's a little lower than the 10 now. But if you listen to it, it's kind of got a weird ring to it. It's not in tune. The head's kind of flimsy. So what we're going to do is we're going to tighten the head back up, but we're going to loosen some of the screws and tighten others in order to get a good tune. So in the way we do this is by banging, just tapping the head about an inch in front of each lug. So okay, so these 3 lugs are almost in tune. But this one's a little different. This one, not too bad. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to see how does it fit with the 10. Okay, so it's still got that So we're going to tighten it up just a touch, just to get rid of the wrinkles. Maybe a 16th or a 32nd of a turn. Okay, now that sounds almost exactly like it did 15 minutes ago. So I will repeat what I did before. And then we can compare that to what it did before. Now, so that's how I go about tuning my drums. Now, as you can see, it's almost exactly the same as it was. And I didn't use any kind of a tuning device as far as tone or making sure it's a 4th from each thing or a 3rd or a 5th or a dominant 9th or whatever the hell you want to do. To me, what I do is I start with my lowest drum and I tune it so it sounds good to me. And then I just go up from there. And they're all relative. I think it's a 4th. I think that's a 4th. I'm not sure. I don't know much about music theory, but you know, I'm a drummer, not a musician. Remember that. So I think you'll find that that's pretty close to what I had in the beginning, and it doesn't take long. I took it the long way because I was explaining it. I can usually do that in 1.5 to 2 minutes, and it sounds pretty good. The last time I changed all my heads about 6 weeks ago, it took me about an hour, and I didn't tune any of them until I started hitting them, and they're almost all in tune already, just because I had put the lowest one on in a good tune, in a good sounding, natural resonant sound for that drum. And because these drums are well built by Pearl, the sizes sort of respond or correspond to the notes, so that they all flow from lowest to highest. And so that's how you tune a drum for me. I hope that helps.